So I have to do the main part of the polity today, and that starts from Article 100. Article 100, voting in the House and power of the House to act vacancy and quorum. 101, casting vote in the House instance of casting vote. Quorum 10% in Lok Sabha, adjourn temporarily. Like prorogate is by president to begin. Adjourn is to rukna. Okay. Okay. So what the heck is this writing? Prorogate is to pro means like to begin. So this is to begin a session, and it is done by your president, and your prime minister can help on like president to give him advice on this matter. Now prorogate is there. Now there is adjournment and dissolve of. So adjournment is the session is temporarily holded. It could be for like 1 day or some period of time. That is like temporarily hold, and this can be on like Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha both, because this is temporarily and it doesn't really affect them. Now dissolve is on other hand. This is like your permanent. Permanent like dissolved the Lok Sabha, because like Lok Sabha is the only Sabha that can be dissolved. There are only two Sabhas, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, House of People and Council of States. So Lok Sabha is the only one which get dissolved, whereas Rajya Sabha can't be dissolved. But if you want to ask that if any member can be removed and all that, and what is that quantity, so total member are in Rajya Sabha 250, 238 are your elected, and 12 are your nominated. And from this 250, one third member can be dissolved. No, if one third member should be there, and the two-third member should be dissolved. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. Camera of this thing is here. Now this is the thing. Question R, then there is 0R, then starter question. Question R, starter question, and starter question. Okay. So question R, first of all, is your question R is from your 11 to 12. In this there are, wait, let me bring out the colors, green and pink. And there is a reason why I'm bringing out these colors. You should know that the unstarter question. Not unstarter. Starter, I think so. Starter questions are written in the green color, and these are the one which are like at the start, and these are like oral. If I'm not wrong, yeah, these are oral, and these are the starter question, and these question are starter and these are in oral. And in this question there could be a supplementary question then get that that could be like attached to it. That's the whole idea of this. Now, do I have a gray color? uh, yeah, this is gray, I think so. No, let me take a different one. This is gray. Is the size okay? Yeah. So now there is unstarter question. So unstarter question is which it is after the, this is on like your 11 to 12 only. These both are done at that same time. And unstarter question should would be from the minister, the Rajya Sabha one, the minister like portfolio only. And these are the written one, written format. And in this like supplement mean like you are gonna ask him an addition question. When it is a written format, you can't really ask for like you can't really ask a supplementary question to this though, so there is no supplementary question inside of it. Now, pink. Now there is short notice. This is from pink. Short notice. This, his name is only short, but don't go into his personality. He is pretty big. It is like 10 days, like 10-day time period is there for the just notice question to arrive to that minister. And in this like it would be asked on his particular portfolio and all that, and done by a private number of no minister. Yeah. So this is the whole thing. So starter question is on, so I'm not even looking. Okay, so starter question is on your green color. And these are the starters. So are there in oral, like I'm speaking, this is oral. And these questions are in green color generally, because like they are starting. So like you could remember as the how you go in the red light and the green light you see you go. So that's also how you go from like 11 to 12 hour in the council. And then there is your unstarter question. So like you are not starting, so you are at the grayish area, you could remember as that. So there would be no supplementary question and asked from the particular minister portfolio. Then there is your short notice one, which are on the pink color. And these are on like 10 days of notices given to this question. And these they don't have, they have asked what it is on the particular minister portfolio. That's the whole thing. And this is the article 100. Happened. Voting in the house and power of the house to act in vacancies and quorum. Now, article 101, it is on vacancies, va- vac- vacations of seat. So vacation, vacate, vacant, you could say vacant of seats. No member can become a member of both house. That's pretty normal knowledge. Like you can't be a member of Lok Sabha, then you can't be of Rajya Sabha. Then no person can be a member of state legislative assembly and a member of parliament. Okay, so parliament. Ah, this is also a thing. This is written in the, so what they are saying that no person can be a member of state legislative assembly, which is the assembly for your state. And like the members are of the state are in that assembly, and that's the basic one. And if you want to know that, then the state legislative assembly is the head of the governor of that state, and the governor tells the president, or I think so. It is president. Like he, like you know how the linchpin, that word the Jawaharlal Nehru has used. This is in Article 74. I think so. Like how the Prime minister becomes the linchpin between council of minister and the president. It's the same way, that's on the governor thing. And the vacation of seats is, it is saying that no person, 101 is vacation vacant of seat. No person can be a member of state legislative assembly and parliament. Now, you would assume that parliament and state legislative assemblies are both similar, and this is thing is wrong if this thing comes in your examination. But let me tell you that then in parliament, if you have studied Article 79, it is told that the definition of parliament is your president, as it is shown in the pyramid, president, then it is your Lok Sabha, then there is your Rajya Sabha. So parliament is this thing. Okay, state legislative assembly is inside the state. It is doesn't comes inside of the parliament. So if you know what this whole logic of parliament is, then you don't really need to study this much. Then member can become subject to disqualification as such in Article 102. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and also this is also I've seen in a question that was, if 60 days a person is like he's not coming to the meeting and all that and not reporting to the assembly, then he would be disqualified as a member. Then Article 102 102 says that if disqualification of member if you hold any post of profit, but this doesn't comes under Article 76, which is your attorney general. If he is unsounded minded, like pagal and something, if he is discharge of insolvent mean, oh, insolvent mean diwalia. Okay, if he is disqualified by any under, so these are basic things when under 102. Then 100 of 2 of 2, so 2 of 2, you could remember like a saying, 2 of 2, he is 2 of 2. So under 102, which was removal of the members, 102 of 2 says that anti-deflation law, any questions pertaining to disqualification of a member of Lok Sabha on the ground of defection is decided by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. So this is an important question, as this had came in the CDS or any examination many times. So anti-deflation law, which is also your, if you know, it is 52nd to Constitutional Amendment Act of 1985. This anti-inflation law, Schedule 10, says that under this, first of all, you should know that 100 of 2 of 2 says that under anti-deflation law, if any member or any person doesn't follow the laws under this anti-inflation law, then he would be removed, and the person who will be removing would be the Speaker of Lok Sabha, for the Lok Sabha, and state legislative assembly speaker does it. And so like speaker is doing for this, and this thing, and this is for like Lok Sabha and your state legislative assembly. And state legislative assembly also speaker of state legislative assembly. Now anti-deflation law is like in this, like it is like a person who was elected as a singular party. He was not in any party and he was elected as that, and if he tried to join any party like Congress, then he would be called would not be called a minister because of anti-deflation law. So this kind of thing goes under anti-deflation law. Disqualification of feature of membership, a disqualification, yeah. And 100f2 of 2 and 191 of 2. Solo joint member, if any nominated member joins a party after 6 months. So the singular person who joined in the sabha, as he was not in any party. Now he tried to join after he got elected in any party. He would be not a member under anti-deflection law. And again, this is on joining any other party. If he was even nominated as a singular, and he tried to join as a party in a party after that, after he got nominated, then he would not be a member according to anti-inflation law, and this is under 100 of 2 of 2. Now 104 says that penalty on sitting in the house before the oath and formation, article 99, would be penalty oath. Okay, they would not ask you article of this, I would say, like penalty of a person who is, sorry, a member who was not at the oath and affirmation. Oath and affirmation is your TEA third schedule. So if you're not there, then in oath and affirmation, the which is done by pro tem speaker in the Lok Sabha, then you would get penalized. You would get penalty according to Article 104. Article 105, power and privileges etc. of the House of the Parliament. There shall be freedom of speech in Parliament. Okay, there any state or vote given by any member will not be presented in the court. Yeah, this is also a thing that supposedly you are here, and this is your desk and you are sitting here. uh, Sorry, I can't really draw that well. This is you are sitting here, and you gave your speech, and here is another person who was sitting there, and he was not really liking what you said. Maybe you said against what his thoughts are. So the thing is that he can't sue you in court. He can't do that. The thing is that anything which happens in sabha or the council would have to be done inside of the council. You can't go on the court on this thing. That's also article, and this is written in the constitution 105. And power and immunity of salaries and benefit given to the member of both houses. Okay, then 106, allowance of the member, legislative bill, ordinary bill, and all that. Okay, constitutional amendment bill 364, constitutional amendment bill. So money bill is in your 110. Then Ordinary bill or any other bill is in 1117, I think so. So 108 is the joint sitting in both houses. If there is no discussion on, wait, let me just study myself. I have not studied this a long time. Joint setting Australia, okay, yeah. Joint setting Australia, con alia, concurrent list, joint setting, okay. Uh, of the both houses in certain cases. Rajya Sabha says no, that's why there is deadlock situation. 117 of 1, 117 of 3, okay. If there is no discussion on the bill after 6 months, the president will announce a joint setting. If there will be a joint setting, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha will be more dominant and regulate the rules in the joint setting, presiding officer, and the House may approve or reject it by majority votes. So joint sitting is on 108, I think so, yeah. So you could remember as 9 as a lucky number, I would say. I'm saying this thing because wait, let me see where is the Supreme Court at. Supreme Court is in 126, I think. Supreme Court, which article are you? 214 it is. So it is 124 or something. Oh, leave that. What was that? Yeah, a joint sitting. So 108, you could remember as 108. So you're making it 9. So 108 is joint sitting. Joint sitting. So joint sitting, you could remember as this is done on your ordinary bill, no money bill or money bill or financial financial bill is in this thing. Only your ordinary bill is in this thing, and if there is no discussion, if there is no discussion on the bill after, so this joint sitting is presided because if there is no discussion on the bill for 6 months, then the president himself says to the both the council, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, to make a joint sitting in which we would discuss on the bill, and they can reject the bill. This is only ordinary bill. And if if there is a joint sitting in the speaker of Lok Sabha, so in this joint sitting, the speaker of Lok Sabha is more dominant because how the money bill and the not financial bill but money bill, you could how it comes from the Lok Sabha only, and Lok Sabha you could assume that, and it is true that Lok Sabha is more dominant on this billing thing. So you could remember on that the speaker of Lok Sabha is more dominant in during meeting in in joint sitting. And joint sitting, if this can also be a basic question, I would say joint sitting is from Australia, and from Australia con alia, concurrent list is also there, and concurrent list is from your, I think it is 7th, I think so. TEARSO567. Federal, like federal structure, it is state, union, and concurrent power division. And the house can reject or accept the bill in the joint sitting. It is not that this can also be a question, and you could be like saying that I don't really understand it, that if they ask that a bill is presented in the joint sitting, can't be denied. So this statement is completely wrong. Thus, any, not any, but the normal bill can be denied on this joint sitting, which the president had made the, like, made the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha come together for the bill. They can deny that also. And this joint sitting has so far have been if I have to say in Hindi, lagu, like three time only. The first was so this joint setting has only came in India for three times. First is for dowry. So dowry has been denied from like 1960. Then there was a financial crisis, DBT, banking financial crisis, financial of service communication, banking service commission. But you could remember as financial commission. 1977, double seven, double lucky, but they were unlucky. And your DBT, terrorism 2002. These are the only three times the joint sitting has been called so far. Under what circumstances bill lapse? Okay, you might have heard this bill lapsing thing a few times, but and this bill lapse thing only happens on like the normal bill, uh, the financial bill, and not really money bill. I would say that could happen also, but on money bill and all that, but only on like certain case that I will tell you now. So worst case is like your Lok Sabha is here Lok Sabha is preparing the bill. Is Lok Sabha preparing the bill, and they have to send it to Rajya Sabha. When they were going to send this to the Rajya Sabha, first they were preparing to for it, preparing the bill, but at this time the Lok Sabha dissolves, so the bill also dissolves. So if I have to tell you in English, it would be bill pending in Lok Sabha lapse if Lok Sabha dissolves. This is the only condition, not only, but there is one more, bill lapse condition. And this all thing in the bill lapse is related to Lok Sabha starting. Like the bill lapse process only starts from Lok Sabha. The only this only happens in the Lok Sabha bill lapse thing. The Rajya Sabha, if it is there, then you should not really take that as an answer. So Lok Sabha was preparing the bill, and the it was going to send to Rajya Sabha, but the Lok Sabha, while preparing the bill, got lapse. Now here Lok Sabha has prepared the bill, Now this is the first condition, this is the second condition. Now while they have prepared the bill and they have sent it to the Rajya Sabha, but now Rajya Sabha is analyzing the bill, and while this analysis the Lok Sabha is dissolved, then the bill also dissolves. These are the only two conditions. Now money bill 110. So not 110, money bill is in 110, but first of all 109. This is the special provision in respect to your money bill. Okay, so the main story of this is like there's a lot of thing written in this book, but the main story I would say is this is Lok Sabha, and they are the only one. Do I have a yellow? I don't have a yellow color. Why? You can assume what it is. It is a, a crown. So Lok Sabha is the only one which is going to make the money bill. This is first basic knowledge that you should know. Money bill only created by Lok Sabha. Now, when money bill is created by Lok Sabha, this money bill goes to Rajya Sabha, and you would assume that Rajya Sabha is more powerful and like it is the Council of State and like the Ministry and Defense Finance and everything is there and everybody then there are the main one. But in the money bill, the Rajya Sabha is weaker than the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is more powerful. So when Lok Sabha sends this to Rajya Sabha, if they deny, they can't really deny it, and the bill passes because like Lok Sabha is more powerful, and this bill is like the president give the signature on like starting the bill and all that, then the Lok Sabha starts. And the Lok Sabha, if Lok Sabha is here and Rajya Sabha is there, and the bill goes to the Rajya Sabha and they reject it. They didn't really deny it, but they reject it, and they said that look at this again, and they send them to Lok Sabha again, and they can send this only for 14 days. After they have sent it, they have no Lok Sabha has no objection on asking to Rajya Sabha. They can just straight up make the bill pass. This is the only thing you should know on the 109. So 109 is on the procedure of the bill, of the money bill. Now 110 is money bill. So it has following provision: imposition of abolition of remission and after tone of tax and addition of regulation of the borrowing of money, consolidated fund or the contingency fund of India, the payment of the money into the withdrawal of the money in such fund. Consolidated fund salary allowance and perk. Contingency fund is on emergencies. Yeah. So if you don't really know that, then consolidatory fund is the different term, and contingency fund is a different term. Consolidatory fund of India is like the main like the how like now expense and all that are taken from here. And salary and allowance expense from expense in prospective to your parliament is your Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and president. Article 79 again reminder. Salary allowance, perk to the government workers. And also this is the emoluments in schedule second. You should study that too. If you have not studied, then watch my older video. And then consolidatory fund is there. Then contingency is fund. Contingent, you are thinking like it is important, and it is. This is made on emergency, article 32, 352, sorry, 32 is on the writ jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Okay. The declaration of any expenditure on the expenditure charge on the consolidated fund of India. Anything on this money bill charge and all that is done on consolidated fund, not contingency fund. Contingency fund, you should just straight up say that this is on emergencies and all that, for financial crisis and all that. Now, the receipt of the money on account of the Consolidated Fund of India, the Public Account Committee (PAC), or the custodiary are issued such money from the audit of the account of the union and state. So this consolidated fund of whichever the money bill is taken out from, this goes to Public Account Committee (PAC). And let me give you a reminder of Public Account Committee. And Public Account Committee, I don't really then know they remember their date, but there are 22 members there, and 15 are your from the Lok Sabha. And 5, 6, 7, 7 are your, was it 24? I think it's 22, as 22 are from Rajya Sabha. This thing is, you should know. And yeah, so Public Account Committee look at the audit report, and all the financial management and all that are done by the Public Account Committee for the money bill which is taken from your Consolidated Fund of India, not contingency. Okay. Assent to pass the bill. Bill passed by Parliament, presented to the President for assent. He can give his assent, return the bill for reconsideration, but not money bill. President has to sign the reconsideration bill by Parliament. Normal case, veto. So 110 was bill thing. Now you should know that there is a process of these articles. First will tell you what it is, second will tell you how what are the members, third will tell you what is his power. So here money bill was told as the 109, then and the 110 what told you it's what it is inside of it, as it is taken from your Consolidated Fund of India. Then Public Account Committee helps in managing the all the financial crisis, as the audit report and all that is done by the Public Account Committee and all that. And money bill is important. And yeah, and now the thing is that 100 and sorry 100, like is my writing, 111 is the, what is the heading by the way? Assent, that's the word. Assent to bill, of bill, so it should be. So from assent, it is assent of president. So the money bill comes and all that. So there is two way. This is the bill, ordinary bill. This is money bill and ordinary bill. Ordinary bill is Lok Sabha is there, Rajya Sabha is there, president is there. So ordinary bill goes through Lok Sabha, they passes. Rajya Sabha also passes. Then the president is there. Now president has some stuff. He can widow this power, widow power. He can assent, like accept it. He can also send it for reconsideration. And this reconsideration, he or she have to pass the bill. Second reconsideration, then he have to pass the bill. Like the reconsideration is for like 14 days to, I think so. But in money bill, Lok Sabha is there. They passes the bill. This is important. Look for Lok Sabha to pass the bill. Then Rajya Sabha is there. They pass, not pass. Like they can send it for 14-day reconsideration, but that doesn't really matter. They don't really exist in this money bill case. Now it goes to the president. President is here. He is here just to sign, I would say. He just signs. He can't do any veto anything on the money bill. Annual financial budget. The president shall, in respect of every financial year, cause to laid before both the houses and a statement of estimate receipt of income and expenditure, picture of the government of India of the year. So annual financial budget is on like 112, एक एक दो. So एक एक जोड़ के 2 रुपए कमा लिए हमने. So that is your एनुअल फाइनेंशियल बजट. सो हमने एक एक करके कितने पैसे कमाए? दो. यू कैन रिमेंबर इट लाइक दैट. एक एक करके 2 रुपए कमा लिए तो हमने करा एनु एनुअल फाइनेंशियल budget. And this is pretty basic. 1st April to 31st March of the next year. Now the president comes on this, and like the in the annual financial budget, एक एक करके 2 रुपए कमा लिए हमने, एक एक 12. The annual financial budget, AFB. In this annual financial budget, the president comes and he tells about what the expenditure of the government of for the of that year, and of expenditure. And he also tells about right now it's she, but she tells about the income that is gained by the country too. Now annual financial budget, that is the financial budget. One एक एक करके 2 रुपए कमा लिए. So it is the like the income and expenditure done by the country. Now annual financial budget is of like two types. First is of like 1117 of one, which is like money bill plus ordinary bill. But 1117 of three is of your financial budget. So 117 of 1. So first priority would be given to biggest one, which is money bill plus ordinary bill. So if you had to like make difference on this financial budget can be rejected. If there is money bill, it can't be rejected if it is passed from the Lok Sabha firstly. And no need of deadlock, and Rajya Sabha don't get 14 days. And like in the financial budget, the एक एक करके 2 रुपए कमा लिए 112. The president and everybody like joint setting would be there if deadlock situation. Yeah, if there is a deadlock situation in joint setting, I think the president was the tiebreaker, I think so. Yeah. And in this like financial budget is like it can be rejected joint sitting on deadlock. So like president can do his like veto power if he's absent, and he's not absent but assent, he can assent it. Then he can do recommendation of like again checking and all that. But in if there is money bill in 1117 of first, then he can't do anything and all that, and Rajya Sabha can't do anything on the the Rajya Sabha can make money bill to go 14 days for the reconsideration, but the next time they are not really that much problem. But and but if like this can be a movie scenario, I'm not talking like it can happen, it should happen, but like you can think of like this: Lok Sabha is there, they send it to Rajya Sabha, and they did it 14-day rejection, and 14 days are quite a long time, I would say. Like then Rajya Sabha did some scheme and make the Lok Sabha dissolve, so the bill will get collapse. And this is what I told you in the, where did it go, 111, uh, assent of the bill. So 109 was the mm, working, I think so, working of the bill, money bill, special provision. Yeah, it is that working on the money bill only. Then 1110 ek ek das is the money bill. Then 111 was the like working on the money bill, ascent of the money bill, like how it's work. Then एक एक करके 2 रुपए कमा लिया is the financial bill. Now 1117 of 1 is your it has money bill plus your ordinary bill. Because of the money bill it get more power on, like it can't be rejected and all that. 113 is your financial bill, this can be rejected and bounces everywhere, president, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. Oh, now one chapter 3 of Union. Power of president to promulgate ordinance during the recession. Power of president to legislate by ordinary bill by not providing power of legislation. If Lok Sabha present in ordinary doesn't work. Special provision to the Rajya Sabha. Some tool used by parliament. Sensory motion to stop them. Individual minister and entire minister. No confidence motion. Only on entry of council of minister. Reason बनना पड़ा है. If passed by government, not to resign. Now this is a state chapter. State. If you say state, if you say union, not a union, but what does it comes out of that? Like union, citizenship, fundamental right, DPSP, fundamental duty, union. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4A, 5, fifth part. So union. So union is there. Then there is comes a state, which is sixth part. So that's why I said sixth chapter. So union was like your president, which was from Article 52 to 62. Then your vice president, which was from 63 till 70. Then there was your council of minister, in which it was 71st was on like president and vice president. If voting is like on like deadlock situation or anything is problem is there, then the parliament would like suggest an advice and all that, break the situation. And 71. Then 72 was the your president, like power of like you what do you call that when you make the punishment lower. It was in article 72 though. Pardon, yeah, pardoning power of the president, that is there. Then from 73 till whatever, like 100 or something. 73 is on like uh, the parliament can give power to the union, and on the executive level and all that. Then 74 is the advisory power of the council of ministers plus your prime minister to the president, which power is binding. Then 75 is on like duties of the prime minister, as of like prime president appoints the prime minister, the president plus prime minister appoints the council of minister. Then there is your council of minister, whole entire council of minister reports to your lok sabha. Then there is your then there is your the singular member of the council of minister would report to your president. So that is 70, article 75. Then 77 is on the business and all that. So that's the whole union. Now now we are going to state. So when you hear state, the first thing that should pop up in your mind, which is article 153. So I guess this is why I was saying the 9 is a magical number. As of like I was saying 108, which was on the joint uh sitting, whatever the spelling is, and it is from Australia. Now here 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. So here it is the governor of that state. We can have right now I would say 28 governors in a state, not state, country. Like we have 28 state and 8 union territories. That's why I said that the governor 54 so like like how president from 52 till 62 works, like p r e m prem. What was the short trick? P prem. So like president, then there is one executive power of the president, then there is your like the PREEM, the executive power of the president, then election of the president, then more procedure on the election and all that. Then prem, tracking, TREQ. So TR is your tenure, E is your election procedure of the president and all that. Q is the qualification, track, CO come in time. So this is whatever. Then this is like your uh and what is that called, president impeachment of the president is this I. Then come in time, T is your terminology on like when the president thing ends. The same way the governor also works. First is governor, then E is your executive power of the governor, then appointing of the governor. As I told you, appoint sorry, not meant, appointing of the governor is done by the president of India. Then first of all governor, then the executive power, then appointment, then there is your tenure, then office of the governor, state legislative assembly. Governor is the only house of the parliament. They don't hold any post of profit. Parliament will decide the salaries of the governor. Yeah, parliament does that. And this is on all the salaries and all that is the emolument of the schedule second. I told you this thing in the previous classes. So, like how there is the 74 article which says that the Prime Minister and the Council of Minister can give advice to the President, and this advice is binding. But this advice to the governor is not binding. Even the governor is a smaller position. And this is written in your article 163. Again, 639. Now there is judiciary. From judiciary, there is Supreme Court, High Court, then State Court. You might have confusion of High Court and State Court, but like High Court can be one court of the multiple states, and the Supreme Court is only one. But High Court can be of multiple state, but State Court is of particular state. High Court and State Court and have are different thing. ऐसे बात है लोग. So yeah, 1, 2, 4 for Supreme Court, 2, 6, then 8. Magical number 8, then going down 1, 2, 4, and I think like you can play with this 1, 2, 4 number. 1, 2, 4 is from Supreme Court, and High Court is his little brother. So 2, 1, 4 is High Court. So at present, there are 33 judges in the High Court and one CGI, Chief Justice of India, and he is the more high superior on this thing. Yeah. Judge case, SP Gupta case did not mean governance bending. So, third judge case, Collegium, 4 judges, CGI plus 4 judges. We really follow Collegium. Collegium is like when there is on like uh, when there is a case on a judge, there would be like ouch, one CGI, 2 judges, and the binding decision of the president. And this collegium is like CGI and 4 judges. So for Supreme Court judge, a person should be a 10-year advocate in a in a high court, not any court but high court, to be a judge in a Supreme Court, and you have to follow one of these things. So a 10-year advocate in a high court, and or you could be 5-year judge in Supreme Court, and you could be what is that word, distinguished jurist, distinguished jurist. And this is 124 article going on still. So like distinguished jurist in the eye of the president, like this Balak is good, he can do something. Any of this thing follow, you could be a Supreme Court judge. So Supreme Court judge, you could be like 10 year, you could have served as an advocate in the high court, or you could be like 5-year judge in the high court, or you could be a distinguished jurist in present of the eye of the Supreme, sorry, not Supreme Court, president. But for high court also, you could study it here only. He could be 10-year serviced in the high court to become a judge of that high court, or 10-year worked under any judiciary like normal. And no I thing is here of the president in the high court. So like, how do you remove a judge from a Supreme Court any or high court? So the process is simple. It is first of all, let me see one thing, just one thing. 124 of 4. Okay. So 102 of 2 or second of second was on the removal of the member of your uh whatever the like the party thing. Now 124 of 4 is the removal of judge. Okay, so 1 of 2 is the council of member. If you want to remove like party and all that, anti-deflation law and all that. Now 124 of 4, the process of removal of a judge. So this thing happens from Lok Sabha. It can start from any house, Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. If it starts from the Lok Sabha, then your 50 member voting should be required, not 50. So here I did a mistake, a rookie mistake. So the member, if they ask, how do you think? So the thinking process is this. So the member in the looks wait total member in the Lok Sabha is 550. In the Rajya Sabha is 250. So Rajya Sabha, you would say there are less member who would vote on favor of a Supreme Court, or a Supreme Court and or a High Court judge to be removed. This is the whole process we are talking about right now. So 500 member, from Lok Sabha are there and 250 are there. So from 500 there would be 100 here in the Lok Sabha, and from Rajya Sabha 50. So if it start from Lok Sabha, then the 100 member would vote on the favor out of 550. If 100 members vote on the favor of a removal of that judge, and this thing happen on of the judge removal happen on like misbehavior or incapacity of like no, incapacity doesn't have a definition in the constitution, but like incapacity like he's not able to do the work basically. So misbehavior or incapacity. So 100 and 100 member from the Lok Sabha and 50 member for Rajya Sabha. Now this 100 member of the everybody passes this, then it gets signed. Now the signing thing is done by speaker. Now speaker hold a power that if he allows it, then it would be allowed. Here would be your what is that thing called, ex office chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Speaker, chairman. uh, so yeah, speaker, if he says that the minister has done some deed, then assent dissent, if he assents then the things goes ahead. If he dissent then it stops right there. Assent, if it goes then it goes ahead. Now if he assent, then there is an investigation team in which there is your judge from Supreme Court of like CGI or judge CGI, then judge from High Court, then a jurist or any person who on the eye of like president. After this whole committee, there is the special majority is also here. Special majority of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Then the president's signature. This is the whole process of removal in 124 of 4, and 12 of 2 is your anti-deflation law, and 12 of 4 is the removal of your High Court and Supreme Court judge. As I told you, 214 is the judge of is the High Court starting, and 124. So this 124 is a special number. It is derived. 124 is the one which is for your Supreme Court, and 214 is the one for your High Court. This is the definition there, and the writ jurisdiction of these two are the Supreme Court is on 32, which is a fundamental right on your remedies, and the High Court is writ jurisdiction is under Article 226. This is the thing that you should know by heart. I would say that, and it is very easy if you learn 2 3 times. Okay, I think that's enough. Not even nobody is really watching it, but I like to make video and it like improve my communication skills and my pronunciation skills. Thank you for watching.